All right, I think I'm live. Hello, everyone. Give me a few seconds to set things up. All right. What's up, guys? I'm sorry I was not able to stream this morning. I was too tired. That's my excuse. So, I wanted to do at least a short stream tonight. All right, apologies. Doing a lot of typing. What do I have for you guys today? I don't know, actually. Last night we were talking about doing a Dungeons & Dragons comic, and that's sort of what has been in the back of my mind today. I did do a number of things for Polandball News earlier today. I wanted to get a lot of that stuff out of the way, because I don't want to do it on stream, because I don't want to spoil the next episode of Polandball News for you guys. But I did 2 sections, which I think are pretty cool, and hopefully you guys will like them in the upcoming episode. Yeah, I've got a very loud keyboard. Mechanical keyboard. Big fan. Profile pictures. I don't really want to do a lot of profile pictures today. I want to do a the D&D comic where the punchline is Georgia rolling a natural 20 and digging up a bunch of copper wire. But I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Other than, draw profile pictures. I mean, I can pull up the profile pictures. I've done a lot, and this has only been like a week-long project, but I think I've probably done like a third to half of the people on our list. Oh, this is only one song? Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up a playlist. Let me see. Chill synth. Let's try this. Okay. What's my degree in? I have a degree in political science and another one in international relations. And I was fortunate enough to be able to find a job and work actually in politics. So I'm one of those people who does have a useful degree for my career. Or rather, I was able to manage to get a career that used my degree. Both my degrees. Yeah, Germany. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a late stream, but thanks for tuning in even for a few minutes. You think a good punchline for a D&D comic would be the Dungeon Master in the last panel says, "No Germany, your character cannot be into Jagdpanther." This is not of a war campaign. What is Jagdpanther? Socialist Mango Tree, you're here today. Welcome. You heard how Beetlejuice could go supernova? Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Beetlejuice is, I think it's the left, it's either the left or the right shoulder of the constellation Orion. It is I think it's a red hypergiant star. It's about 680 light years away, and it is in its death throes. It could have already gone supernova. It's large enough to cause a supernova explosion. It could have gone supernova by now. It's possible tomorrow we would see the explosion, but it's more likely that within the next couple tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years that it'll go supernova. It's too far to pose a threat to Earth, but it's close enough that it would be the brightest thing in the sky after the sun. So it'd be brighter than the moon, it'd be brighter than Venus and Jupiter. You'd be able to see it during the day, sort of how you can see the moon. Yeah, it could go nova at any moment if it hasn't already. Alright. Jagdpanther did not have any rotation within its turret. Can only aim its cannon. Here, let me look it up. Oh, I know this. Wasn't this a tank destroyer? Yeah. It was dumb. German tanks were notorious for breaking down constantly and just being a bitch to maintain. Socialist Mango Tree, I do have you on the list. I will get to you eventually. I will get to all of you eventually. I'm not sure that I want to do profile pictures today. I was thinking of drawing the D&D thing, but I don't know. What else do you guys want to see? Soviet engineers were the best. I mean, the T-34 had problems too. I mean, most Soviet crap had problems. They were able to benefit from scale in the way that the United States could as well. Polandball, I love you. We love you too. Tomioka Mini, welcome. You like the D&D idea? Draw flags by memory? That's interesting. Can we turn this into a Planet Ball stream? I kind of want to do Planet Ball stuff. I love Planet Ball. Where's my Planet Ball comic? So I drew this on stream. I don't know that this one will turn into a comic. This is kind of like an art piece. Should I have the dwarf planets? Make a comic about Beetlejuice? Space stream? I'd like to do a space stream. Do you guys want to do like a space stream instead of D&D? I just put the title there as a placeholder. I don't really know what I wanted to do tonight. I kind of just wanted to stream, talk to you guys, draw some random crap. Stop motion Dan, of course, I remember. I remember most of your names because we get between 20 and 30 viewers most of the time. So, yeah, I recognize most names that come and go, you know? Polandball chat suggestion drawing stream. I like that. I don't know. I wrote D&D. Maybe let's do a couple panels, or I can start drawing a D&D panel. I have to think exactly how I want to do it. When did you all get your first phone? I got my first phone when I was in middle school. I was in 7th grade. So how old is that? Like 14, 15? But this was before smartphones. I had a flip phone. My first phone was a flip phone. Could I draw Kazakhstan? Yeah, why not? Well, maybe not, actually. I don't have a right canvas open. You love how French tanks, like the Suma 35, if you were strong enough to destroy German panzers, but the Germans had deployed 2 or 3 times the French tank force and used superior tactics like tank divisions. Yeah. I mean, the fall of France was definitely due to poor tactics. The quality of equipment and weapons, it matters. But, like, when things are comparable, I don't think the marginal utility, the marginal utility or whatever you get out of that weapons platform, I think is what's the word? Negligible. Which fall of France? 1940. You're watching a SpongeBob episode title the same as this live stream some days ago. What did I title it? I don't remember. All right. Let's do D&D. All right, so first panel, I'm thinking we have maybe 4 characters just like walking through the countryside. Or maybe like they've just slain a dragon or something. And then the second panel, it cuts back to the characters sitting around the table, and then I think Poland or the UN is the dungeon master. And then says, Georgia, it's your turn. Georgia rolls the dice. The die? Dice? What's singular? Dice? Rolls the dice. Or the D20, I guess. Rolls a natural 20 and then says, I dig for copper wire. And then the last panel is him digging up copper wire saying, I'm rich. What do you guys think? UN is the dungeon master. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. All right. One second. I have to send a bunch of stuff to Dick Rhino. How do you create a thread on Discord? I don't remember how. Here, I'm going to open the, so you guys have something to look at while I do something real quick. Take a look at the Polandball thing. Copy these. Let's see. Oh, I can't send large files over Discord. Okay, I have to find some other way to send them stuff. All right, you know what? Let's just draw. So, what characters do we want? We're gonna have 4 characters that we can give them whatever D&D class, and then the UN will be the dungeon master. So, first panel, we've got our 4 adventurers. What are the characters? I think Poland should probably be one of them. Well, Georgia is one of them. It has to be Georgia. Maybe not Georgia. I don't know. I'm thinking Georgia, Poland, I don't know, Germany and France. Georgia, Kazakhstan, Antarctica, Caucasus countries. I don't really want to draw Armenia or Azerbaijan. I think just having Georgia as the punchline is why I want to include Georgia, and then I think go from east to west. So I think it makes sense to have Georgia, Poland, Germany, France. You get like a belt of European states, you know, running across the continent. Serbia kind of makes sense. Serbia would be a good fighter or something in D&D. Germany would have to be barbarian, obviously, and then I think France has to be a sorcerer or a wizard. Let's make this actually Germany. And France, roughly the same size. And we'll give him, like, wizard robes and a wizard hat. And Serbia should be maybe a rogue. Poland, I think maybe a little bit smaller. And then Georgia will be the smallest of the four. Okay, Poland. Georgia. Or no, we wanted to do Serbia, right? Maybe we can have 5 people in a party. What's like the normal party size in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign? Does it matter? I've only played D&D like once or twice. And I don't think it matters, right? Like as many friends as you want to invite to play with you, right? Have the Dutch as a druid? Is it like plants? These are smooth balls, yeah. Serbia's an annoying flag to draw, though. Let's see. Germany, Barbarian. France as a wizard or a sorcerer. Serbia as a rogue. Poland. I think Poland as a bard would be funny. 4 to 5 players? Okay, and then Georgia could be like a fighter or something. 5 to 6, 4 to 6, 3 to 5. Okay, so let's do 5. So, France, Germany, Poland, Georgia, and Serbia. Like Serbia and Georgia, the 2 small ones. 2 small balls. Serbia, and then Georgia, roughly the same size. A little bit smaller. It's not, it's more shaped more like an egg. Wow, that's a good ball. Okay. So now I need to put up all of these flags. Well, Germany, France, and Poland should be easy. Let me just find a comic I have that's got them. Can I also do some state balls? I don't know. Probably not for this comic. You can read Cyrillic. That's cool. I can't. I'm limited to Latin script. You just had a great sandwich? Nice. I had a pretty good sandwich I made earlier today. Ham sandwich. Trying to find an old comic of mine that's got... there's Poland. You forgot about Poland. Yeah, lasagna. Lasagna's good. Oh, here we go. This has Poland, Germany, and France. So... Alright, so they'll have just defeated a dragon or something. You can be standing next to, like, the corpse of a dragon. So they'll all be happy. Let's give Poland eyes first. Or Poland is the main character of Polandball. If you ever need a character for a panel or for a comic and you don't know what country it should be, just default to Poland, always. Poland is the everyman. The Homer Simpson, the Donald Duck. Probably the most fleshed out character in Polandball, actually, is Poland. And then probably like the US and the UK, Germany, France, Canada. Pancakes, bacon, and eggs for dinner. That sounds good. Good album from the record store. What did you get, CH? All right. Poland. Maybe this eye should be a little bit closer. Okay. Let's get the red. Merge these. Poland. I think Germany should be here, and then France off to the right. So they should all be happy except Serbia. Serbia's always angry. At least in my headcanon, Serbia's always angry. Velvet Underground and Nico from 1967. Nice. Draw some good German eyes. Is this too small? Nah, that's fine. All right, let's do Germany. Lines behind Germany. This one I moved down a bit. Merge these. Let's do a dark gray. For those of you who don't know, one of the things that's pretty common in Polandball is when you're drawing a character that has black on the flag, the black is going to bleed into the outline. right? So it looks weird. So normally you can just use like a very dark gray. So it's obvious that it's supposed to be black, but then it doesn't bleed into the background or into the outline of the ball, right? Like if I do black on Germany, now it looks like he's very top heavy, right? It looks like the top band is thicker than the others because it's bleeding into the outline. So that's why you use dark gray. But it's a totally stylistic choice. You can do either or. Doesn't matter. When Awesome, what's up? Why does Polandball have to be upside down in the rules? So, in Polandball canon, Poland's flag is upside down. The reason is because the very first Polandball comic was posted on Crouchan back in like 2010 by a user named Falco to make fun of a Polish user on the board. Falco is also responsible for creating the Wojak meme. So Wojak and Polandball were his creations. We don't know if he intentionally drew Poland with its flag upside down or if it was unintentional. But he did draw it upside down, and that has persisted in Polandball canon ever since. And anyone who... It's one of the first things people ask when they join the Polandball community or they first see Polandball for the first time, is they ask, is Poland's flag meant to be upside down? That's the reason. The guy who drew the first Polandball comic drew it upside down. We don't know why he did, but he did. And we thought it was funny, and we've kept it ever since. So let's move these eyes down a bit. Mergies. Germany. All right. Let's do France. Français. What are your guys' favorite countries? Where's Falco these days? We have no idea. As far as we know, he was never involved with the subreddit. I don't think anyone knows who he is. We just know that he was the guy who created Polandball and Wojak. Socialist Mango Tree, India. Yeah, that would make sense. Ireland. I feel like maybe it's not the most interesting question because a lot of people are just going to say, you know, their home country. You know, like, I'd probably say the U.S. And I think the U.S. does a lot of shit wrong, you know? In Polandball or IRL? I mean IRL. Like, what are your favorite countries IRL? If I can't choose the U.S., then I would probably choose France. But I think that's because France is like the European version of America, if that makes sense. I think I think French culture is very similar. It's more similar to American culture than either the French or Americans would like to admit. It's arrogant. It's independent. Selfish to a degree. Not that those are good qualities. I'm just saying, like, I think there's a cultural proximity between the French and Americans that exists despite people pretending that they're not like the closest to each other, you know? Your favorite country is Lebanon? Right on. I've never been to Lebanon. I'm not sure that I would go because it doesn't seem like the safest place. Particularly, I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe Beirut is different, but, like, the southern part of the country near the border of Israel seems like it's a war zone, you know? Oh, you know, I shouldn't have merged those eyes. Damn it. pretty decent France. The bottom of the ball is kind of wonky. Maybe I clean this up a bit. Let's try this. That's okay. Your favorite country is your own, Brazil, but you're a big Ukraine stan. Without patriotism, Finland. Finland's cool. I have visited Finland. I really liked it. What if Kolai is Falco? I am not. That would be super cool if I was responsible for making 2 globally recognizable memes, but I am not. CH, you've only been outside of the US once. Where did you go? El Felipe, you don't know, you've never been outside of your country. It's because it's big. You're in Brazil. We get a lot of Brazilians in this stream. That's pretty cool. Apart from Brazil, you would say Poland, Uruguay, Argentina. Poland I've been to. I've not been to Uruguay or Argentina. Why am I using the bright French colors? Oh, that is a... Thank you for pointing that out. I was just taking the colors from this old comic I made, which is from before Macron started reusing the darker French flag. Let me get it. I'm glad you pointed it out because I really like the darker version of the tricolor. Where did I put it? Flag of France. You just saved it, chat. That looks so much better. I love the dark blue French color, or French flag. Finland has the best education system and good services and lives overall. Yeah, I mean, the only problem... Well, there are only 2 problems that I have with Finland. One is that it's cold as hell, and 2 is that it borders Russia. So I don't know that I would necessarily feel safe, even if they're now in NATO. I'd rather not find out whether or not the American security guarantee is ironclad. New Zealand ball. Your favorite countries, not including New Zealand, are Germany, Italy, and Japan. And no, it's not because of World War II. Suspicious choices, though. Oh, you went to the Bahamas on a cruise? That's cool. I went to the Bahamas as a kid. I don't remember it, though. The new French flag is an absolute win in your book. Technically, it's not new. There are 2 official versions of the French flag. I've said this on stream before, but I think it was Francois Mitterrand, when he was president, started using a lighter blue French flag to make it better match the European flag, the flag of Europe. And that was what was officially used by the government until a couple years ago when Macron started using the darker blue version of the flag, which I think looks way better. But they're both good, but the dark version I think is better. You love the cold? I mean, I like cold too, but not year-round. I went to Finland in July a number of years ago during a heat wave, and it was 70 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 21 degrees Celsius. So it was 21 degrees. That was record heat in the country. It's like, that's nothing, That's as hot as it gets. I mean, sure, it's going to get hotter because of global warming, but 70 degrees, it's a super cold country. Why is Finland the happiest country, but also the most oppressed? I think it's because people live good lives there, because it's a rich country, it's developed, and there are a lot of social services. The government actually does stuff for them. But at the same time, it's dark and cold, and at least publicly, among strangers, people don't really interact with each other. It's a very introverted kind of society in that sense. Yeah, and you have high rates of alcoholism, I'm pretty sure, in Finland. But it's not just Finland. It's the closer you get to the Arctic Circle, you get higher rates of alcoholism, depression, and suicide. It's just because humans aren't built to really flourish, I guess, in the coldest places on the planet. We have the Georgian flag. Georgia's got a cool flag. And then Serbian flag. Serbian flag I hate drawing. It's just putting seals and logos or whatever on your flag is lazy and it makes them hard to draw. Here's Serbia. Here's Georgia. So this was France. Serbia, let's do the eyes. Should Serbia be angry or just... Well, Serbia gets one eye. Or you know what? Let's do the... We should do the flag first, because you use the logo as an eye patch, the seal as an eye patch. Long day today, man. I am tired. I gotta do a short stream, since I don't know if I had already mentioned, but I'm not gonna stream like all night. But we'll see how long I go. And I'll stream again tomorrow night. I'm off on Monday as well. It's a holiday in the United States. Monday is President's Day, when we celebrate the birthday, technically, of George Washington, but also Abraham Lincoln. And it's a federal holiday. Most states have also taken it out as a holiday, so most people have it off. The red, and then white. Sorry, I'll get to you in a minute, chat. Oh god, I don't remember how to do this stupid seal. This is such a terrible flag. I hate it so much. Okay, so it starts at the top of the blue, the border of the blue and the red, and it goes a little bit down into the white, but whatever. It's not going to be perfect. Draw this double-headed goose. Duck. What is this? What kind of bird is this? Two-headed chicken? Do the beaks. Oh, it's so dumb. White tail. Tiny little beady eyes. Silly. And then it's got a shield. Red. That looks okay. Oh, you know what? The tail. Let me bring the tail in a bit. Make it a little bit thinner, and then we have the legs sort of come out like this. Stupid flag! Oh god, I still have to do the crown? I'm not going to make it elaborate. And then, I don't know, just like a cross at the top. There, that's good enough. Okay. Ugly, ugly, ugly flag. Pull the logo over. Now, for countries that have a seal like this, like Serbia, often just use a line and make it look like it's an eye patch instead of drawing a second eye. I think maybe I do 2 pixels though. Okay. See, it takes a long time to draw these characters. Serbia. I had to do Georgia. Catch up with chat. I've been ignoring you guys. Apologies. Beautiful bird. Thank you. It's a 2-headed goose. What are my thoughts on the flag of Abbotsford, British Columbia? Let's take a look. It's not bad. Here, I'll pull it up for chat to see. It's got a little bit too many colors and it's a little bit too detailed, but generally I think it's fine. Maybe like a solid B tier. Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. I don't like that the petals are offset from the blue lines. And it looks like the this isn't lined up either properly. It just looks like a clip art or something put in the middle of the flag. But it's just, this is a fine design. Nothing special, but it's fine. You don't like eye patches usually, but it fits Serbia? Yes, I do think it fits Serbia well, because Serbia is kind of like a dickish, roguish character, you know? HK Tito, welcome. Marble Sphere, welcome. You drew the Serbian flag in your second comic 5 times. It's kind of boring. Yeah, it's not a great flag. Finland has the highest percent of highest homicide rate in Europe. Is that true? The Canadian flag represents their love of maple. True. Canadian flag is great. S tier flag. Beautiful flag. The white rose of the red rose. The house of planet. I don't know how to pronounce that. All right, last one was Georgia, right? All right, let's do eyes first. I always forget to do eyes. 2 pixel. Georgia doesn't get featured in a lot of comics, or Armenia, or Azerbaijan. I don't think we have many users in the Polandball community, in the Polandball subreddit from those countries. They don't feature a lot. Only when, you know, they occasionally flare up in international relations, like whenever Russia's doing some shady shit in Georgia, or when Azerbaijan and Armenia are killing each other again. Okay, Georgia. Let's do the Georgia flag. Georgia's flag is pretty cool. I like it. It's easy to draw. I say that, and now I am having trouble drawing it. I'm trying to get a sense for like how bulbous the cross should be. Go back. Yeah, simple flag to draw. It's a pretty flag. This is too big. Fill this in. Okay, and then last one. Line, eyes, fill them in. Pull the eyes down a bit. It's a cool flag. Good enough. I think the cross might have been a little bit too bulbous, but oh well. Thanks for not doing a morning stream because you wouldn't have been able to make it. Oh, I woke up at like 9:45 and I had said that I was going to do a 9 a.m. stream, and I was like, well, I'm already too late, so I might as well just go back to sleep. And then I slept for like another hour and a half. So at that point I was like, I'm just not going to do it. Maybe I'll do it later tonight. So I did. Should you make your first Polandball comic? Absolutely. Polandball is great. The thing that I love about it is that it has a super low barrier to entry. Just open up MS Paint, draw a couple balls, and color them. Make them look like a flag, add some eyes. Make them do something silly. 8 p.m. snack hits different? True. What's your opinion of the Tenerife flag, island owned by Spain? Let's take a look. Oh, it's like the Scottish Saltire. It's basically the Scottish flag, just a darker blue. It's awesome. I like it. Big fan. Let's see. A lot of tabs open. Waking up at 10 a.m. with skid marks from turning around in the Sheets gang. True. You draw comics on your phone? I've drawn comics on my phone before. They're bad, but I have drawn them. How can you 3D model a map of the U.S., but you can't draw a good ball? I mean, I've been drawing balls for most of my adult life, and I still have a hard time getting it right, you know? You can draw thousands of balls a day and you'll still be bad at it. But this might be one of those things where, like, when you look at somebody else's balls, they look good, but then you look at your own balls and you're hypercritical of them, you know? So like whenever I go back and I look at my comics, maybe it's because they're mine and like I see all of the little flaws in them, but I really hate my balls in my comics. But then when I look at someone like Dick Rhino's balls in his comics, I think his balls look great. Or Aaron. Like Aaron's balls are very what's the word? They're very animated. Like they're normally flat on the bottom, and then they sort of like lean forward or backward, like the ball is sort of distorted toward one side or the other, to make them look like they have weight, you know? But that's one of the things that I notice in every artist. Every artist has their own kind of style for how they draw their balls. People are going to be taking this stuff out of context. Well, that's why I'm saying it the way that I am. Love balls, gotta be my favorite shape. Fuck squares, all my homies hate squares. Are smoother balls better or worse? Smooth balls look better, generally, but like I said before, the charm of Polandball is that they're rough comics, you know? So, even though I say that all the time, when I actually go and I draw balls, I want to make sure that they're smooth. Like, when I zoom out right here, like, looking at France, the bottom right, I don't like. Like, look at how rough this part is. I don't know, like, those are the kinds of things that I look at. One time in the Hispanic community of Polandball, they started stealing styles from other people. It was chaos. I mean, what do you mean by stealing? Like, artists inspire each other. I have adopted certain things in my drawings from other artists. Like, I think my comics look more like Dick Rhino's than they did when I first started out, because I thought he had, like, the best cartoony kind of comics. So that the way he did shading, the way he did eyes, I sort of copied. The way he would show characters crying, like the tears, I took that as well. Do you think Pretoria should have a comic about the conquest of Joe's pool? I was looking through the archive on the Polandball subreddit of all the April Fool's contests, or not contests, but every year on April Fool's Day, April 1st, the subreddit does a theme where the entire subreddit is different, right? So there was one year where it was, instead of comics, you would make like a paragraph. You would write out the comics. There was another one where you could do anything but countries as balls. So like I drew something about Star Wars and Disney and J.J. Abrams. And then there was another one where, God, I forget what it was, but someone drew Poland showing up at Peter Griffin's house. And the person actually drew, like, instead of just photoshopping a drawing of a Polandball into the Family Guy house or whatever, he actually drew the house and Peter Griffin. I said, "Holy crap, Lois, it's Poland!" That's my very bad Peter Griffin imitation. You love Dick Rhino's style. He reposted one of your favorite comics today. Yeah, the end. Or is it the end? What is the one that he posted today? I did see it. It's the where Poland gets knocked back down to Earth by the satellite, right? Chasing the Dream. Yeah, this is the Speechless contest. This was a great great comic. I love how he drew the pig in this. You're watching the stream while drawing a Polandball map for your NS region. Some people make their flags complex. Yeah. Holy crap, Lois, I'm in Polandball. Yeah, this is worse than the time I was in a Polandball comic. Oh, man. God, I used to love Family Guy when I was like 18, 19, and then the show just never changed, you know? It's very formulaic. Alright, so I got these characters. So France is going to be a wizard. D&D wizard. Wizard or sorcerer? Does it matter? I don't know. We'll give him a wizard hat, you know? Whoa. Make him like Gandalf. The wizard is never late. That is precisely what he means to. You're late. Insert cutaway of Peter not being able to into space. See you later, Conrad. Thanks for joining. Your favorite April Fool's comic is the one where Germany transforms Poland into a person with a ray? I don't remember that one. The meme template one, I think they did that 2 years. I thought that was good, where it was like existing meme templates and then you insert Polandball characters into them. So I did one, you know, like the meme of the guy riding his bike and then he puts the stick in the front wheel and then he falls over and then he blames someone when it was clearly his fault. I did a comic of that one. Let me see if I can find it. It was funny. Polandball, Finnish comics. You're making a comic right now? Right on. I think if I was watching somebody draw, it would inspire me to draw. Whereas, like, when I watch streamers do something else, I'm not really interested in doing what they're doing. Like, if they're playing a video game, I don't really necessarily want to play that video game. Where is this comic? Do a video about the April Fool's events comics. That's a good idea. We should do that. We're working on the next installment of PNN right now. Yeah, I can't find this comic. You forgot how you even found out about Polandball? You knew about Planetball before it? That's wild. Planetball is such a niche community. It's mostly people like from Polandball. How do I draw this? Does that look okay? Let's make it gray. I think that's okay. I don't know. Let's just take a look at what this would look like. No, that's no good. You knew about Polandball somehow, then you took a 3-year YouTube break, got back on it randomly, remembered about it, and got into it. Interesting. You found it through YouTube. That's wild. I'm still sort of amazed that I found it before it became a big thing, you know? This is a little bit better, I think. Move it down a bit. cover more of his head. I think the brim might be a little bit too far back. Maybe that. And then a little bit darker for the inside. Like that. Pull it up. It's an okay wizard hat. I don't know that it's my favorite. Maybe I can come back and fix it. Make it purple? Purple might be good, actually, yeah. I think you're right. Maybe deeper purple. Yeah, I think purple is better. Good call. Thanks, chat. Okay, now we can do... something like that. Make it look like it's got creases in it. Something like that. That's pretty good. If Polandball were to become a TV show, how would it play out? I don't know that Polandball would work as a TV show. It couldn't be like, it couldn't be serialized. You know, it would have to be episodic, kind of like SpongeBob or something. You know, where like each episode is its own self-contained thing, or you have like little mini stories. It couldn't be serialized. You enjoy Drew Journal. Why does everyone hate him? He steals people's content. He makes money off of other people's work without asking for permission to use them. That's why we're not fans. But we understand that there's, you know, a huge crossover in his community and the Polandball community. Like, he's used my comics, he's used Dick Rhino's comics, Aaron's comics without asking us for permission to use them. r/Polandball takes Orthodox style to the max. Very high standard of quality on the sub. Big true. Yep. You started a project where you're drawing each U.S. state in no order and you need the next state. Oklahoma. Polandball feels more like segments that play in between other bigger shows. Yeah, I agree. Like a 5-minute sketch at most. In between, yeah, that makes sense to me. You found Polandball watching Drew Journal, but you don't really watch him anywhere. He's not that enjoyable to watch and he steals content. Yeah, that's how we feel about it. Add a rim around the rim of the hat. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Kind of like that. Circle tool, prohibited, do not use. Star tool, I'm forgotten. Clean this up here. Yeah, I think that looks okay. All right, let's give him a staff. Should it be like a curved piece of wood as the staff, or should it be a straight staff? Who won? Raphael Melky versus Ulupian Animation? I don't know who either of those two channels are. You think Oklahoma's flag is one of the best blue background state flags along with Oregon? Oregon is... I agree with Oregon. I don't remember Oklahoma's flag. Let me look it up. Is it one of the better flags that is on a blue field? Sure. But is it good? No. Let me pull it up for those who are not familiar. This is the flag of the U.S. state of Oklahoma. It's pretty shitty. But yeah, sure. It's better than most of the... It's better than most state flags. But that's a very low bar. Very low. Maryland is your favorite U.S. state flag. The colors are nice. It's very heraldic. Very unique. And it's like the Vexillological Benelux of the U.S. Yeah, Maryland's got a great flag. It's like impossible to draw from memory. But it's a great flag. Your only problem with making hand-drawn Polandball comics are the flags of, say, St. Pierre and Miquelon, because that example doesn't matter too much. So how deep do you go for storytelling involving those two countries? It would 100% be better without a text? Yes, it would be, but it's still too busy. Could I rate Nanaimo's BC flag? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll tell you right now, I don't like this flag. This is the flag of Nanaimo in British Columbia, in Canada. It's off the coast of... It's on Vancouver Island. It's on the east coast of Vancouver Island, city of about 100,000 people. It's a square flag, and I generally don't like square flags, including the Swiss flag. I'm not really a fan of the Swiss flag, but this looks like clip art. The boat and whatever the diamond design. I don't like this flag. I think this is like a D tier flag. It's too busy and it looks like clip art. is the staff. Same colors as a baguette. Put like an orb or something at the top. Let's try 2 pixel. I think the staff might be a little bit too thick, actually. Oops. No, yeah, it's too thick. I need to pare it down. Like right here, in particular. It's okay. It's 1 pixel here. Ah! What did I do? You wish you were born in New England and moved to Michigan so you would be part of the Mitten Men? What is that? Talking about state flags? Yeah, Wisconsin's got one of the worst state flags. Oostgelre, Netherlands. Let's take a look. Municipality in Achterhoek. It's a cool concept, this flag, but it's too busy. Very cool concept. But it's like, hey, look at all the things we're known for in the shape of a butterfly. You know? It's got the person riding a bike. You can't get more Dutch than that. Your comic is going to include Castile, Leon, Catalonia, Valencia, Basque Country, Andalusia, and Gibraltar. What is your comic about? Look at the flag of Saint Pierre and Miquelon. Saint Pierre, Miquelon. Do they have their own flag? It's just part of France. I don't see like a separate flag for them. We've got a coat of arms. Oh, here, no. They have an unofficial flag here. Also ugly. This is a terrible flag. There's more colors than the human eye can see in this flag. And a bunch of clip art. And look at how dumb the lions look. Terrible. Pernambuco's flag. This is a bad flag. Pernambuco, Brazil, state in Brazil. This is a terrible flag. This is genuinely like one of the worst flags I've seen Apologies if you like this or you live here. This is a bad flag. Too many colors. You have too many different shapes and ideas here. There's no sense of cohesion in this flag design. Your comic is going to be about good morning in Spain. Spain doesn't just have Spanish. Saint-Pierre and Miquelon is the only French terry nearest Canada. True. It's like one of the few. It's one of those weird like holdouts that France has, for whatever reason, been able to hold on to. What do you mean terrible? This is terrible. This is a bad flag. This is terrible. What, you guys are crazy. It's not even a complete rainbow. It's only 3 colors, right? I don't know. So a lot of you aren't native English speakers, but in the U.S., we learned the colors of the rainbow as an acronym, or rather a name, I guess, a name/acronym. Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. How do you guys learn the colors in like Spanish and Portuguese? Stop shaming you guys for your flag likes. No, I am going to bully all of the people who like this flag. If you like this flag, you're wrong. Roy G. Biv. Liberian counties. Liberian counties are great. Great flags. I always pull up flags. You guys always get me going on flags. Like, I don't like the Serbian flag, and it's better than that last one. Alright, so France is a wizard. Germany is going to be a barbarian, obviously, right? How do you draw... Like, what are the themes for barbarians in D&D? Like, what kind of armor do they wear? He probably has to have an axe, right? An axe and, like, animal fur, like, coat or something. You know what? I'm gonna bully people that like the Liberian county flags. Okay, let me pull this up. You can't tell me that these are bad flags. Here. I'm gonna download a bunch of them. These are so cool. I'll pull them up. Just give me a second. I'm downloading like all of them. These are all great. So there are bad flags, and then there are flags that sort of transcend the quality of being terrible, that they circle back and become good again. So the flags of various Liberian counties, let me pull them all up. Downloaded a bunch of them. This is a great flag. It transcends being bad. It circles back around and becomes good again, right? The spectrum of flag design is a circle. You will eventually loop all the way back around and come to being a good flag again. This is a good flag. This is the flag of Bomi County in Liberia. This is the flag of Bong County. B-O-N-G. I kid you not. Bong County in Liberia. Lofa County. This is also great. Margibi County. Also good. Maryland County. This is great. Look at how cool this is. Riversess County. This is so good. And then the absolute best one is the flag of Rivergee County. This is peak flag design. The human brain has not come up with a better design for a flag than this one. You might not like it, but this is perfection. This is it. I'm pretty sure that there have been comics made with these flags. You like, here. You could hide Poland in here. And it wouldn't look out of place. Oh no! Photoshop crashed. What happened? What was I working on? Okay, D&D. I lost Poland. Well, see, look at how powerful this flag is. It was able to crash Photoshop. No other flag has done that. Only the flag of Rivergee County. Hold on, we're gonna hide Poland in this flag. Not really hide, but... one of the few ways to improve this. Because you can actually have, like, a scene here. Right? You take the French flag, the German flag, the US flag, the Union Jack. You can't hide Poland in there. Doesn't make any sense. Whoops. Duplicate. No, I don't want to delete. Duplicate. Merge. Look, it even has some shading. Like, he doesn't even look like it looks like he belongs here. You can't tell me that a flag that you can insert Poland, a Poland ball into that flag, and have it not look weird isn't a good flag. Look at this. Normal flag. Add Poland into it. Is it any different? No. He fits perfectly. New Zealand bicycle flag. Whoa, what is this? Oh, this was... someone submitted this as one of the designs. Let me pull this up. This is funny. Someone submitted this flag design to the official 2015 New Zealand New Flag Contest. Oh man. So the problem is, when you have like these public contests to like name something or to redesign something, like the absurd things like this are always the best entries, right? Because they're funny, right? But then the people who run those contests never have like... I mean, I'm sure they thought it was funny, but it's like, okay, well, we can't actually like have our flag be this, you know? Like, it would be embarrassing to fly this, you know, at the United Nations or something, right? And I hate that mentality. I would legitimately love to have this as my country's flag. How cool would that be? Like, just own it, you know? Like, remember, it was like maybe like 10 years ago, there was that contest in the UK. They had like this brand new ship that they built for, I don't know, like Arctic expeditions or something. And they asked the public to name it, and Bodie McBoatface was the winner. And then they were like, no, we're not going to name it Bodie McBoatface. We're going to name it something serious. It's like, fuck you. Name it Bodie McBoatface. That's great. You know, more people are going to pay attention to it if it's named Bodie McBoatface than if you name it, you know, Spirit of the Seas or something, you know? This is a great flag. Laser Kiwi flag is also good. Let me pull that one up too. This is the laser Kiwi flag, also a potential redesign of the New Zealand flag. So the New Zealand flag, the current one, is absolute trash. Every single flag that has a Union Jack in the top left corner is garbage. Get rid of it. The Union Jack is an okay flag on its own. It's iconic. It's not an S-tier flag on its own, though. When you take a miniaturized version of the Union Jack and you put it on your flag, it's lazy, right? Like, I get it, you know, like, oh, you know, we used to be part of the British Empire or something, or it's part of our heritage. But, you know, if you're an independent country and you still have it, why? You know, like, Australia and New Zealand should get rid of it. These are both good. I think someone made a version of the Kiwi on the bicycle flag. Laser Kiwi bicycle flag is now in my Google search history. Yeah, you can combine these two. You like the New Zealand flag? I don't like it. Oh, I've seen the Hawaiian flag. These are bad. Or rather, flags with the Union Jack in the corner are bad. But these are both good. This is like... This is a more serious flag. Like, they would obviously never, you know, adopt this. They should. Like, this is genuinely a cool flag. It's a shitpost, but, like, it's not as big of a shitpost as this one, right? Could you imagine being the New Zealand representative to the United Nations and, like, you know, during the start of the General Assembly... I don't know. Like, I don't know what the procedure is, but they start raising all the national flags, and you get to New Zealand, they raise this stupid piece of shit flag. Playing the national anthem. Oh my god. Let's see. What's the New Zealand national anthem? I don't think I've ever heard it. All right. If we have any Kiwis in the chat, I hope you're feeling patriotic. God defend New Zealand. Where is it? Do instrumental version. Everybody salute the flag. Beautiful. Just trying to wave it. You need the vocals. I don't know like what would be kosher to play on YouTube though, is the thing. But this is a good flag. I would love to make this cannon. Like here, can we draw? They said it couldn't be done. We're doing some science. Pixel for the eyes. One pixel. Let's pull them over here more. This is so bad. Okay. That's New Zealand. Copy this, New Zealand. I have to reverse it. Beautiful. You'll never forgive me for the atrocities I've committed today. The bicycle flag is great. Rate this a 9 out of 11. Salute the flag, boys. Rate the flag of Mariupol. I mean, I don't know whose flag this is. Is it like... I mean, it's pretty busy and it's ugly, but I don't know if this is like the Ukrainian flag or a Russian flag, or if the city just always had this. So I don't know. I don't want to pull it up on stream, but it's a shame what Russia did to that city. Merge these. I'm gonna save this. I put this somewhere. Save this. All right. Bicycle flag. This is so good. Oh man, I love when the internet does stuff like this. Like, just shit posts their way into, like, a serious contest, you know? Great flag. Love it. See, Poland just... He does not look at it... He does not look out of place here. Rate the flag of Alaska. Alaska has one of the best flags in the of any state in the U.S. It's easily top 5. Imagine if this flag won the poll, the bicycle flag. I mean, I wish. Like, people are so serious about shit like this, you know? Like, if the public, you know, if you're not actually going to take the public's opinion, then don't ask them to name something, you know, or to redesign something, if you're just going to overrule them. You know? Like, I wish people would have more fun with this stuff, you know? It's totally fine to have a not serious flag, you know? And then if people get upset with it, and they're like, okay, well, we don't really like this flag anymore, let's change it again, then change it again. Like, these things, they're not that serious. Let people have fun. Alaska mention. I've never been to Alaska. I would like to at some point. All right, let's give Germany an axe. So France is a wizard or a sorcerer or something. Germany's a barbarian. We're giving him an axe. A fat axe. Do I watch Harry Potter? I read all the Harry Potter books like as they came out, and then I've seen almost all of the movies. I haven't seen Deathly Hallows Part 1, and I haven't seen Half-Blood Prince. I haven't seen the entirety of Order of the Phoenix, but I've seen all the other ones. I'm not huge on Harry Potter, but I mean, I read them as a kid, and I think J.K. Rowling is sort of off her rocker now, if she was ever on it. But I liked Lord of the Rings as a kid, and Star Wars, and Star Trek. That was always my escape. I was always more of a sci-fi than fantasy person, but I like fantasy too. It's just, if I had to choose between the two of them, like gun to my head, I would pick sci-fi. Like, I think the idea of space, like, space as a setting, I think is more interesting than, like, a fantasy version of Earth, you know? See the axe head. Should it be like a double-bladed axe? Like that or something? But then it has to come down like this. Two pixels. But thank you for showing me Bike Man. I love that flag. Whatever flag whatever country decides to adopt that flag, I want citizenship with that country. I'll renounce American citizenship, immigrate to that country. All right, what color should I make this? I guess the handle should also be... Should be wood... Yeah, I guess it should be wooden handle. Oh, I, like, put France all the way off the... And then the blade, I guess, should be like a gray outline. No, let's make it like... It's D&D, right? So it should have like a colorful kind of axe. Who's going to declare a micronation with the biker flag? Bikertopia? Darker outline. Okay. I don't know. I feel like, you know, it's a magical axe, right? Let's make it, give it some color. Does that look? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I just give it a little bit of shine. That looks okay. We have to give him, like, a fur coat or something. Armor. You wish people would do more comics referencing micronations? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of countries that don't really get featured a lot in Polandball comics that I would love to see more of. But people draw what they know, and the Polandball subreddit is... it attracts mostly a North American and European audience, and some Latin American. So we get a lot of comics that feature the US and Canada and most major European states. We get a lot of China and Japan and Korea. If you guys haven't watched the most recent Polandball podcast, it came out last Saturday or Sunday or something like that. And Vorsprung and Bioeditor were on it, and they're both Australian, and they were talking about how Australia doesn't get featured a lot in Polandball comics, which is absolutely true, and it's partly because the flag is a bitch to draw. And you would expect that there would be more Australia comics because it's an English-speaking country, so it kind of makes sense for it to feature heavily on a majority English-speaking website, but it just doesn't really get used a lot. Isn't it like 10 o'clock for me now? Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. Bearskin outfit for Germany. Yeah. I don't know how I would draw that, though. Just, I'm taking a stab in the dark. Maybe brownish, mostly. This is just actually, you know what? The bottom should... Let's just have the bottom be brown. And then I have to make it look like fuzzy, you know? Make it look like bear fur. Kind of what I was thinking of. I don't know. Do you guys think this kind of looks like bear skin? Darker. I don't know. That's maybe just proof of concept for now. Yeah, see, if you're asking what those are, then I'm not sure that I like it. But he's supposed to be wearing, like, Germany's a barbarian in this campaign, so he has to be wearing, like, bear skin with fur armor or something, like straps. I don't know. So, if it's not evident, then, if it's not immediately apparent what they are, then I think I need to work on it. But I've never drawn something like this. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a jacket, kind of. I don't know. Like, barbarian armor is like straps and like bear fur and stuff, you know? A bear hat. I mean, I did a Google search on Google Images to see like what D&D barbarian outfits look like. I don't see any of them wearing hats or helmets. I guess like a Viking helmet with horns on it could work. Here, let's do straps underneath the armor. Let's see what this might look like. It's a little bit better, but I don't like that the colors are the same. Maybe I have to change the axe, the hilt or whatever for the axe. All right. I think I'm going to end stream there for tonight. This was fun. I like doing the bike man stuff. That was cool. So I'll work on this a little bit more. But I have an idea for how I want to do... Or how I want this comic to sort of materialize. So this is a good start, and I need to make it a habit of sort of doing comics piecemeal. Because I have a bad habit of just starting a project and not taking a break until it's done. And I think that can lead to a dip in quality. So... I'll finish this, or I'll work on it a little bit more on another stream. I'll probably stream tomorrow night, maybe around 6, 7 o'clock Eastern. So I will see you guys then. Thank you again for joining. I had a great time. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Take care.